Hello everybody, Caden here today with another episode of our Aquatic Island, I don't even know anymore, our aquarium series, and today we have a rather special episode, because we're finally doing the Abyssal section, our deep sea creatures. It's actually a lot of fun, it's really cool, we get a lot of interesting stuff done. And I think by far, out of everything we've done, this has to be my favorite exhibit just for the fact it's completely different to what we normally do. And just has a lot of its own character and interest to it, and it was a really fun build. So yeah, I hope you guys really enjoy this one. I put a lot of effort in, and I think it really turned out super duper cool. Also, I know I already mentioned this in the rest of the video, but this is one of the last episodes on the aquarium proper. Now, that doesn't mean the final episode of the series. We still have a couple of other buildings to do, but this is one of the last episodes for this part of the build, or zoo, I guess, technically, which is kind of weird to say, especially because I think this is only like episode 11. This series, by the way, if you aren't aware, is going to be short no matter what. It was intended to be kind of short, but it's just kind of weird to see that, oh yeah, we're kind of drawn towards the close here, but been a lot of fun, guys. But anyway, you can see me here kind of digging out and setting up the area where we're going to be throwing these tanks. I guess initially I throw in a Jellyfish Aquarium in there as well. Looks really cool, and yeah, we just do a lot of fun stuff with this build. It was a ton of fun to build this. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna let the rest of the time lapse play out, and I'll catch back up with you guys to start decorating everything. Alright everybody, here we are with our Abyssal Mega Tank and Mini Tank. I'm not sure we're going to end up using the Mini Tank. I just kind of set it up just in case we don't throw everything in the giant Mega Tank. Yeah. Also, I need to quickly, let's just type glass in and see if there's anything interesting we can use here. I mean, we could use exhibit glass, but y'all know how I feel about that. Honestly, I kind of want to go for like one of these cooler looking ones just because, you know, it's like deep sea, so lots of pressure and whatever. So I did actually have to go, well, the reason there's that mini tank there is mostly because in between this and the time lapse, I kind of forgot to actually, or before the time lapse started, I actually kind of forgot to, to actually look at what animals we had available to us. And one of the animals I really wanted to use, I suddenly found out is not a abyssal creature at all, and I was really disappointed in that because I'd really been saving it, and I was like, oh yeah, and then I did research because I was something like, you know, if this animal doesn't actually live here, people are going to shout at me in the comments, and I don't have the energy for that today. So decided not to end up doing that one, unfortunately. So yeah, instead we have, what do we have today? We have two kinds of anglerfish. Oh, I don't want to use that either. So yeah, we really just have 4 animals, so yeah, no, we don't need the mini tank. Maybe I'll just find something, we could just put jellyfish down there, like we were thinking of originally. But we have a squid, an anglerfish, a vampire squid, and another kind of anglerfish, because at least from what I can tell, there really aren't too many mods that add in deep sea animals, because, well, you know, it's kind of like, well, you know, it's deep sea. There's not really too much to see down there, is there? You know what? Before we do anything else, I should really just replace all this with sand. So, / set sand. There we go. That'll make everything a bit easier to terraform. because then we can also just use some lovely world edit commands to add in all the extra blocks I want to use and texture it all. Oh, whoops, wrong command. There we go. All right. There we go, and we can just chuck these there. All right. Also, I decided to use the black concrete for this because, you know, since last episode we used blue concrete to give it a bit more of an open ocean feel. I figured black concrete here would give it that, you know, unending darkness and like real just deep sea look. And I was like, that's gonna look super duper cool. Now, one thing I did realize very quickly with this is, well, A, there really aren't going to be any lights in this exhibit. I have a way I want to try doing the lights. I don't think I'm really going to do them on camera, but so I'll set them up before we go do the shaders, and then if it works well, you guys will see it, and I'll show you guys what I did. If it doesn't work well, you won't see anything because, well, it didn't work, and I will have removed it. But yeah, this is the one exhibit, once again, although some people are probably going to be somewhat annoyed by this, where it's kind of explicitly stated that you're not really meant to see anything. This is like, you know, if you go to a zoo and they have the nocturnal animal exhibit, like an eye or something, and you know, the whole room is pitch black for the most part, and the exhibit's mostly completely dark, and you have to stand there for 15 minutes to let your like eyes adjust to the darkness before you can, like, you know, see anything, and even then you barely see anything. That's what this exhibit's going to be. It is a dark, deep sea, super spooky kind of enclosure. And that's what it's meant to be. Like, I don't even want to put lights out here, except for maybe, I mean, since, you know, I've turned off mob spawning, hostile mobs can't spawn, I am thinking maybe just putting some redstone torches somewhere to kind of give it that, like, kind of eerie, very low glow for the visitors. You know, no one, like, trips over something and falls on their face, but, you know, for the most part, like, this whole area is just meant to be completely dark, so you don't see anything. All right, let's go, like, up. Oh, actually, you know what? If we go down, like, right here, actually, that'll work perfectly. And then, like this? Yeah, like that. All right, and then we can do, like, / replace. Sand, let's see, what would it be? Like, let's do 30. Also, if you guys don't know how to do the commands I used for texturing by ground, this is what you do. Place sand 30%. I'm gonna hope it's just end_stone. Is that a comma? Oops, don't need the equal sign there. Comma, we'll do 20% gravel. I really hope this is the command. This is the command I think I've been using, but I could honestly be mistyping this whole thing, and that would be pretty hilarious, wouldn't it? And then what's that? We'll just do 50% sand. So we keep a majority sand in there. 117 blocks. Okay. Oh, and that is perfect. I really wanted to use endstone because, you know, if you've ever seen like videos from, like, you know, what is it called? Like Blue Planet or Planet Earth, the bottom of the ocean it's so alien looking, and I was like, you know what's an alien looking block? Endstone. So why don't we throw some endstone? I was also considering throwing in those little, like, I don't remember the correct terminology for them, but the little, like, volcano tower things that the red tube worms live on at the bottom of the ocean. I really wanted to do one of those. Again, though, kind of decided not to. Also, wait a second, I need to see something. Oh, I'm really sad now. I was like, oh wait, do we have a goblin shark? Yeah, that would be super cool. I do, however, want a couple of decorations. So we do have some abyssal kelp vines. I don't know if these are gonna work. I do kind of want to try them though. And they may add a bit of cool looking color. But something I really want to do is, well, if we put it like this, we can have it kind of going a bit around. So we're gonna kinda do this. Basically, if you guys, again, if you've ever seen any like ocean documentary, you probably know what I'm about to make. Well, I say make, I mean I'm really not gonna make a whole thing because we don't really have the space, and In real life, that would be incredibly expensive to kind of get a full cast going, but we are gonna kind of create a little whale rib cage over here because, you know, it's bottom of the ocean. It's where all the whale bits go when the whale ceases to breathe. If you're wondering why I'm saying that, you know, you gotta watch out for the YouTube censorship bot, you know. Don't want to get demonetized. And I don't know if it's going to foul me for saying, so, you know, whatever. Let's see. I don't ever build skeletons, like, ever. So I'm really not sure if this is gonna look right. But you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna give it a good old college try. Wait, why the heck does this look? What did I do here? Why does it go from 1 to... Honestly, this is one of those great mysteries of the universe that is just... Why does Caden build things the way he builds things? You know, we gotta... It truly is a question for the ages. Why do I build things in such bizarre ways and completely forget how to build in the span of like 10 seconds? Alright, and then... So that'll kind of make it look like it's been... You know, it's kind of been sitting here for a while, so it's a bit buried in the sand. You know, we gotta add a bit of character, a bit of story. Oh, okay, that's gonna actually... And since it's so bright, you might just be able to see that. Oh, I actually really love that. That looks really cool. I mean, it's simple as all heck, and it's not very complicated or anything. I kind of want to try building a skull, but I also am not like super familiar with how a whale skull's gonna look. I can look one up real quick. All right, we're gonna give this a try, people. Only because I'm kind of realizing I may not have enough for like a full-on episode here. Whale skull for sale. Ooh, let's go buy like, I don't know. We're gonna buy a humpback whale skull because we can. No, we're not. That would be insane. See, cetaceans in general, right? If you've never seen a cetacean skull, honestly, look up just look up a baleen whale, any sort of baleen whale skull, and you'll really understand what I mean. They are the weirdest things. They really are just absolutely bizarre. Okay. Okay, wow. Okay, so we gotta do like, I kind of want to separate it out a bit. So we're gonna kind of do like this and like that. Well, see, the issue we're gonna run into is just purely the fact that their skulls are like basically just it's like super long and narrow like this, and then we got like, I guess this would technically be where like it connects the lower jaw, and then you have like that would be one part of the lower jaw, and then it'd be like that. But like, you know, that doesn't look like a whale skull, does it? How are we gonna make this look like a whale skull? I guess if we kind of did like that kind of gives the impression of an eye socket, I guess? I really don't know. Again, I've never built something like this before, and we can't use slabs either, and that's really kind of killing me. Because, you know, I'm used to being able to use slabs to add detail, but we can't add that kind of detail here because, you know, Minecraft will shout at me and the water physics aren't gonna work properly. This is also far bigger than any whale we have in the game, so we're gonna say this is a blue whale. Oh, it does have the, what are these called? Oh, I forget what they're called. I used to know. But it's got those things, the dorsal. I don't remember what they're called. Don't fault me, guys. I'm not a marine biologist or a biologist or a zoologist. I'm just someone who likes to read about history. Okay, it's kind of bizarre, I won't lie, and kind of weird and a bit low quality. But also, I'm like, with just these blocks, I don't really know how much better I could really do. So, you know what, we're just gonna applaud me for the fact that it kinda does look like what it's meant to look like. I mean, we could like try and do like a fin or something like this. Okay, that just literally looks like a robot hand. Actually, I don't know. That might just look really cool. Also, another animal I was very disappointed was not in the mods. A spider crab. That would have looked really cool in here, but unfortunately, once again, we do not have access to that, which was very, very disappointing. Anyway, let's fill this with water because, you know, we kind of need some water in here so the animals actually, you know, live. Man, I think this is actually gonna look really cool. It's just, if anything, you know, I mean, the whale skeleton might look a little bit derpy because, you know, I mean, it's just gonna look derpy no matter what. I don't have the blocks to really make it look amazing, which is, oh man, I cannot wait for 1.16 to make this aquarium. It's gonna, well, not this aquarium, but to try again at an aquarium in 1.16, it's gonna be so much better. Very much looking forward to that. Unfortunately, we're still stuck here. Because man, I can just see exactly how like some stairs and some slabs would just immediately make this thing so much nicer. And then we could really use like quartz as well and get quartz to really just kind of like bring it to life a bit more. Because, you know, there's more textures on quartz. So you can kind of make some of the stuff look a bit more worn, make it look a bit more, you know, just like this thing's been down here for a really long time. Like, you know, I mean, obviously if it's at this stage, it's probably been down for like a year or so, you know, maybe like 8 months. I don't remember exactly. I used to know a lot of stuff about like the, what is this called? Like the Abyssal Pelagic, I think is what this layer of the ocean's called. At any rate, I used to know a fair amount about it, but you know, just a couple of years of uni and just generally having to do other things has purged a lot of the information, unfortunately. We've lost a lot of info, boys. Yeah. It is funny, sometimes I really do think people assume I know what I'm either A, doing with this kind of stuff, or that I know a ton about animals or dinosaurs. And I used to. I really did. I used to know tons of stuff. And then I don't know. It's not like I'm not interested in any of those things anymore. I was just like, oh, other things to read about. And then I started reading about those and I kind of like lost all the information on animals. I feel kind of bad about that, but you know, it's life. You know, you get new interests, you end up doing different things. I don't know, people. I don't know. Oh, I do just realize we do need to throw a glass roof on this almost immediately if we are going to throw vampire squids in. I don't remember if they can phase through blocks, but they do fly. And part of me kind of wants to spawn one in so you guys can see what I'm talking about. It is another Aquatic Odyssey mob, if you're wondering. But yeah, the vampire squids fly. It's really, really weird. Like, it's so weird looking. And yeah, that's the thing. All right, let's see how this is already looking. Okay, I mean, even without shaders, you can't see tons of it, but that's kind of okay. That does actually look all right. Yeah, I think with the more shadowy kind of look, it's fine. All right, one thing we're gonna do real quick is we're gonna select a stained glass block. That is in this section, not the other one. Okay, let's just get some black stained glass going over the top of this. And go like this, yada da 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 da, yada do 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 do. Ba-dum 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 da da. Let's see. It is kind of funny to me. So you guys at this point are probably pretty well familiar with the fact I don't always. Oh, these just don't work. Aww. Well, I don't really want to throw too, like, you know, I think that's probably a good thing then. We really shouldn't be throwing plants down in here just because, you know, it's like, well, okay, I can't figure out where anything is, so, and we'll just do this. you know, since I can't figure out where any plants are, we really shouldn't be or what the heck was that? Since I can't figure out how to get out of here. Now, since it is the Abyss, we really shouldn't be throwing too many plants down here. I really would have loved to throw like tube worms or something, but again, couldn't find a mod for that. And you know what? Oh, I just deleted it. Squid. I'm going to show off the squid the vampire squid real quick before we hop back in there to spawn stuff in. Because this thing, right? Also, you're gonna see a lot of sharks over here. And an anglerfish, and some other deep sea animals, because this is kind of where I've been spawning stuff in to test how it looks. So yeah. But yeah, this is the vampire squid. And there it goes. Oh, it does look really cool. It's got an awesome texture to it. Its arms don't work. It's really kind of weird looking, but yeah, they fly, and it's so bizarre. It's really weird to see. I love it. Anyway, we're gonna go spawn the animals in right now, and I actually have something cool to mention, or cool, sad, I don't know actually. This is pretty much the penultimate episode of this part of the aquarium. After this, we have one last tank, and then we're gonna finish the building off, and then I guess we go move on to one of the side projects on here, which is kind of weird to say. All right, we're gonna spawn a couple of the bigger anglerfish in, and then we have these smaller ones from like Mo Creatures. They're kind of cool looking. And then, of course, I did get the better animals squid because I was like, this is gonna look a lot cooler. And we'll spawn 1 or 2 vampire squids in. Oh. You know, Aquatic Odyssey, right? I have to say, as derpy as it is, and as broken as like half the animals are, it's very much growing on me, and I kind of just, I kind of love it. They're just like moonwalking across the sea. You don't see him, and then just. Why are they so derpy? I don't get it. I really don't get it. Oh, I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. Okay, before I completely die, let's just like make a quick little jellyfish tank part 2 electric boogaloo. Whew. Oh, I'm sorry, I just blew into the mic. That was an accident. I apologize profusely. Okay, never change, Aquatic Odyssey, never change. Which one is the one I want? That's the real question. I mean, I could just head in here and actually check. Oh, hi creeper. You're not supposed to be able to spawn. How dare you? It appears only one of the jellyfish are in here anymore, because there were a lot more in there, and there were a lot of different types, and now there's not very many, so something went wrong. But that's fine. It's fine, you know. I just don't know which one of the spawn eggs is the Mo Creatures one, because that's probably the one I want, since this is a kind of a smaller tank, you know. Alright, and then we could just throw the dark glass above. Alright, like this. Da-da-da-da-da. I thought that birch tree was moving for a second, but I don't think it is. Ah, that one right there. I mean, it could be an end, I guess, but... Oh, okay, this is the Mo Creatures one. Alright, if I can just escape. Let me out. There is a jellyfish in the escape zone. Get out of the escape zone. Get out, get out. Get out, out, move. There we go, okay. That's better. All right, there we go. mission accomplished. So, now that that's done, I kind of feel like we do need something on the ground. I don't know what, though. Like, I don't know, maybe I should just leave it. Let's just leave it alone. I'm going to add a roof onto this. I'm going to try out the lighting thing I want to try. And then I'll bring you guys back, and we'll show it off the shaders, and hopefully it'll look really, really awesome. So I'll see you guys in just a second. All right, and here it is, our Abyssal Exhibit. Now, I probably spent about 15 minutes just running through shader packs trying to find something that I really loved the look of. And to be honest, it's one of those things again where, like, if this was real life, it would look a lot cooler than it does. And maybe, you know, maybe I do need to throw in a lamp. Also, okay, this looks a lot better in vanilla. And some of the shader packs handled the lights better. I do kind of like them like that, though. They don't actually give off much light, but they do kind of give off that bioluminescent feel I kind of wanted. But yeah, it could have worked a bit better. But yeah, I mean, I really like this. I actually just, oh man. This is a really cool exhibit. Also, part of me wanted to see, like, you know, like we're moving the redstone lamps. I mean, it doesn't really change all that much. You still can't really see anything. I did think they looked a bit cool. They kind of looked like flares, I thought. So I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. But also, I don't know. This is completely covered up. I don't know why this is so bright, but it is. I have no idea if people are even going to be able to see this. Yeah, because if your monitor is like really dark. Let me see. If I drink a night vision potion, is that going to change much? Oh, okay, it does. Yeah, okay. So that removes all the atmosphere from it. But yeah, I mean, I figured I kind of need to do that so that you guys can actually see, and it's not just, you know, us staring into a dark pit. Also, I just realized probably the squids are going to despawn, aren't they? Because I didn't name them. Oh, it does look really cool, though. I actually really love this exhibit. It's, yeah. I don't know, it's just, it feels so different than what we've been doing, and I really just, I adore that. I adore when we get to do something super different from everything else we've done, as well as knowing we're not going to do another exhibit like this. I don't know, there's just something really nice about that, guys. It's just the idea that, you know, we did a cool exhibit, we did a really different and kind of interesting idea, but it's also the only time we're going to do it. It's like a one and done kind of thing. And I really like that. I don't know why, but I really do. But yeah, just, it looks super cool. And you know what? From here, the whale skeleton, I think, actually comes off pretty well. I think it does look pretty good. Jellyfish are all right. It's just jellyfish at the end of the day. But yeah, I want to mention, well, not mention, we already talked about this, but, you know, since this is technically the penultimate episode for the aquarium proper. Also, wow, with night vision, this looks so much nicer. Honestly, maybe this is the kind of aquarium water we need. Maybe I just need a shader pack that does this with the water. Like, that actually looks really nice. I'll have to look into shaders. If you guys, again, if you have any shaders, I got a couple suggestions on the last Dinos episode, but yeah. If you have shader pack suggestions for me, let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to know what you guys would suggest for this series. But, I mean, this actually makes this exhibit look so much nicer than it did last episode. More bright, I guess, is just what I really want. But yeah, ignore the flicking textures. This is probably gonna connect up. Wow, my voice. Give me a second. There we go. Bit better. This is going to connect up to about here, which is going to be our final aquarium tank, actually. And then, like I said, we'll have one last episode after that. We'll have more episodes after we finish the aquarium proper. Don't worry, we still have the Arctic area and the dolphin area to build up. But yeah, the next two videos are our last proper aquarium episodes, and that's really weird. It's just so odd to think that that's the case. But yeah, we're kind of drawing to a close, and that's really awesome. I'm really excited. Yeah, let me know if you guys have any ideas for the last tank, which, yes, it will have sharks in it. So if you guys have any ideas for that, let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to know what you guys want to see for the big final tank. I think next episode's build is going to be one of the ones kind of like our River Dolphin one, where it's just all time-lapse. So just give me all your suggestions. I'm gonna go crazy on that one and try and do a really big, overcomplicated, just insane build. So if you guys have any suggestions for it, again, let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to know what you guys want to see for that super exhibit. And then we'll do like a big tour of the aquarium, and you know, I'll kind of do another time-lapse episode after that, just finishing up the build, getting all the walls in, putting in all the extra details. But yeah, then after that episode, we'll go and do a big tour and show everything off. So yeah. Anyway, that's all we have for today, guys. So thank you all for watching. I hope you've all enjoyed, and until next time, see ya.